New York Life. We're expecting a good one. Number 5 seed Washington taking on number 12 Utah. They split the regular season series. As we take a look at the brackets, this is how things panned out earlier. Number 7 seed Washington State got the win. They will face the 2 seed Arizona State tomorrow. And then 6 seed UCLA moved on, and they will face number 3 seed Stanford. And we just saw number 9 seed Colorado with the win to face number 1 seed Oregon State. So take a look at the Utes and their starting lineup. They have a couple of seniors, and they will get starting nods. Taryn Wachowski, she is a force inside. Tanea Beauclair and Josetta Fatuesi, very talented freshman, getting starting nods to go with Cheyenne Wilson. And Danielle Rodriguez, the junior point guard, who has improved her game tremendously. On the other side for the Huskies, their starters look like this. Talia Walton, she can play inside or out. And there's the senior Amina Williams. She is a force on the boards. To go along with Kelsey Plum, the talented scorer, Brianna Ruiz, the sophomore guard, and then Jazz Davis, the senior point guard for the Huskies. And Mary, let's take a look at your keys to victory for these two teams.
For Utah, it has got to be a low-scoring game. They've got to hold the Huskies, let's say 62 points or under. 3 players in double figures. They've got to get a contribution inside and out. Washington, finish even on the boards. They are challenged in the rebounding area. You just got to battle. And hey, if you've got showtime, let's see it. Plum, Davis, and Walton, as good as it gets.
Yeah, you point out those 3 key scorers for Washington. Not a lot of depth in scoring for Mike Neighbors' team. He's the head coach of the Huskies in his 2nd season. He was an assistant for a couple of years for Kevin McGuff, and he took over and took his team to the WNIT last year. Lost to this Utah team in the Pac-12 tournament. So some redemption maybe. Anthony Leverett's the head coach in his 5th season for the Utes. And got that win against Washington last year and then had to face Oregon State. They were just a little too much. Injuries have plagued the Utes this year, but they have been playing pretty well. They've lost a few in a row, but they've gotten closer and closer. Had some great close outings. They just have not been able to put teams away.
They're a team that does a great job of focusing on every single defensive possession. They want this pace to be slow, methodical. They want to force turnovers. UW, they want to get up and down the floor, have a whole lot of fun, shoot it, get a whole lot of points.
Kelsey Plum just drew that double team. She's going to see that quite often, but she tossed it out of bounds. It was the first turnover for the Huskies.
Utah can be offensively challenged. They have to work through routes.
Fatuesi in the high post. Wachowski working hard in the low post. The shot won't go there for Beauclair. Here come the Huskies. Jazz Davis, the senior point guard out of San Jose. A quick drive there, can't get the shot. Wilson with the rebound.
Wide open motion offense, old school from Utah. Amina Williams will have her hands full guarding Wachowski.
Wachowski's gonna test it. Rodriguez, little head fake, driving the baseline, gets in close and one.
We talked to Anthony Leverett this morning, and he talked so much about the play of Danny Rodriguez. Patient here on the baseline. Keep probing, don't give up, know where you are, use that power slide, act like you're a power forward.
The junior point guard out of Downey, California, can't convert the 3-point play, but there's Wachowski on the O board.
The 24-year-old Wachowski.
Yeah, she's working on a grad program, a minor in nutrition. Wilson's shot is short. It's off of Amina Williams. It'll stay with the Utes. Love watching the play of Amina Williams, one of 2 seniors for the Huskies.
All-time leading rebounder in Washington history at 5'10", maybe.
Rodriguez can't get the shooter's touch, and it comes down to Williams.
Washington has the luxury of 3 different people who can handle the ball coming down in transition, so you can rebound and go.
Their posts can come way out. There's one of them, Walton. Shot is off the mark. Fatuesi brings it down, and this is that pace. The youth will slow it down. That's something that Mike Neighbors, the head coach for Washington, said their low possession style really frustrates our team.
It does. This is the matchup he didn't want to have, but now the challenge is on the table for UW.
High ball screen for Rodriguez, out to Wilson, and that shot falls. That's something that has to happen for Utah, and that's a good sign. 5-0 start for the Utes.
Cheyenne Wilson and her perimeter production is so important for Utah. Just a 28% three-point shooter. Doesn't matter. She's got to shoot them. Be confident.
Davis in and out. Wachowski gets the board. Double screen for Rodriguez, penetrates in, and then the finish inside to Josetta Fatuesi. It's a 7-0 start, and Mike Neighbors has seen enough.
Beautiful job of spacing the floor, getting into the open player. Danny Rodriguez with the probe, Wilson with the delivery from long range. Danny Rodriguez once again, a little shovel pass inside, Fatuesi. What a difference she has been since being put into the starting lineup. Clearly, Utah, you have to play a little slower with Josetta on the floor, but they just wait till she catches up, get down, and start working. It frees Wachowski up for so much because you can't throw the kitchen sink at Tarrant anymore.
When we spoke to Anthony Leveretts, the head coach for the Utes, he talked about the freshmen, both Josetta Fatuesi as well as Tanea Beauclair, and he said, yeah, they're playing, they're even starting at times more than we thought that they would have to because they've had so many injuries, but he said he has seen so much growth with these young players, so impressed with their composure. He also mentioned Danielle Rodriguez, and you talked about her, the junior point guard. When you ask him, who have you seen the most growth from this season, he always says Danny Rodriguez.
Absolutely. She doesn't score a lot, about 9 a game, but it's every statistical category. 4.5 rebounds, 4 assists. Her assist to turnover is just about 2, a steal a game, and basically she's playing the whole game.
See if they can make some adjustments. The Huskies out of this timeout. Plum on the drive, gets the double team, and kicks it cross court.
Wachowski guarding Walton. That is a tough matchup.
There's Amina Williams. That's what she does so well. She's 4th in the conference in O-boards, averages 3 per game, and she'll take the 3-ball, and it's good. Amina Williams, inside and out.
I will miss Amina Williams. I love how she plays. She's fearless as a post. Naturally a guard, she steps outside with a great comfort level.
Her father, Guy, was an All-American at Washington State. He also played professionally in the NBA. You got to see her senior day. That was a special moment.
It sure was.
How about that finish? The drive inside for the Utes. They just continue to attack.
The thing about UW is this crew plays so much together, and they've been through the grinder, so if they go down big, it just doesn't matter. They just keep working hard.
Defensive rotation shuts down Plum on that one. Amina Williams trying to hang with it, and Rodriguez will bring it up. The keys for Utah defensively would be to shut down Plum and Davis. They typically like to go to their left. They want to make them go right, and the defensive rotation has been good. Fatuesi faces up, helped down by Plum, and they'll call the jump ball. So Kelsey Plum has had a bit of a slow start with her offense, but she's getting things done in other ways. Danny Rodriguez, the point guard, looking to score, up by 6. Basketball tournament is presented by New York Life and by State Farm. It pays to double check. Talk to your agent today. We are having a great time here in Seattle, Washington. Krista Blanc along with Mary Murphy here at Key Arena for the Pac-12 Women's Basketball Tournament presented by New York Life. And Mary, we've started Game 4, the final game of today. And so far, Utah, they have come out, they had a game plan, they're sticking with it.
They really are. Dana Rodriguez has started on fire. She's running the show, playing great defense, and she is in attack mode. She's already hit 2 shots on the baseline, a little hesitation, into the power slide. Little ball fake, old school. The shovel pass, give you assist on that one. And then the finish, let's play a little post. explosive step. 4 minutes, 4 points, 2 assists, no turnovers. Danny Rodriguez showing up tonight.
Well, they need her to, and this Utah team started out 1 for 4, and since then they went 3 of their last 3 field goals. They have been perfect as of late. Wilson way outside behind the arc and off the mark. Here comes Jazz Davis. Chantel Osahor has checked in. The sophomore out of Phoenix, number 0 in white for the Huskies.
Shot blocker, can hit the 3, sets big screens.
Wilson guarding Plum right now. Back cut by Davis, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Huskies with 6 on the shot clock.
6 seconds, Ralph, 6.
Utah excels at half-court defense. And they have to excel for 40 minutes.
Wilson has her hands full. They get it into Davis. She's way outside. Shot clock winding down. Rodriguez on Davis from behind. She will get the foul call. Davis will get some free throws.
Washington and Plum and Davis in particular are outstanding at drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. The number of foul shots they have taken is astronomical. Plum has taken 214 this season. Davis, 169. It is a major part of UW's offensive output.
Davis gets the free throw. 1 of 2 from the stripe. All over Wachowski. There's Osahor and a takeaway. Amina Williams steps over.
So when you bring Osahor in, you're able to take Amina Williams off of it and not her come over to help.
Plum skips it over to Walton, and her 3 is good. Great ball movement by the Huskies, and now just a 2-point lead for Utah.
Talia Walton, if you want to teach the perfect delivery of a 3-point shot, it is hers. It is picture perfect. Can you tell I'm jealous?
Just a little. Beauclair, aggressive drive, and she gets fouled.
Plum just isn't a scorer. She's a great assist maker too. Takes what the defense gives her. Hop step, just kick it on out to Talia Walton, who knows how to deliver from downtown.
Well, the Utes made Plum go right, but she's so good and became an assist player, finding Talia Walton, the redshirt junior out of Tacoma, Washington. And at the line is Tanea Beauclair, the freshman out of San Antonio.
I love this freshman. She's scored in double figures in both the UW games. She had 14 points in the first, 10 in the second. At 6 foot, 6'1", has great length, can take you outside. She shoots pretty solidly, 36% from 3-point. She can post you up. Just a myriad of skills.
She's averaging 9 points, 4 rebounds per game, and gets the free throws. Part of the all-freshman team honorable mention this season.
Well deserved.
Plum, great ball handling, can't get the finger roll. Kia Arquette, number 10 in black, has checked in for Utah.
But you know Anthony Leveretts is over there on the bench going, but we can't let her get those shots.
You being a former coach, you know that even if it works out your way, that there's always something to pinpoint.
And every time Plum touches the ball, it's like Jaws music in your ears.
Wilson, the 3-ball, and a 7-point lead.
I've been waiting all season for this. Cheyenne Wilson can really heat up, and this is the perfect time for Utah and Cheyenne Wilson.
Aggressive drive, hard kiss off the glass for Jazz Davis.
And sometimes it's like she's on inline skates and she's just kind of skating up there, and her ability to get the shot off and made.
And she has one of the prettiest fadeaways out there. Rodriguez, Plum all over her. Arquette off the rim. There's Williams with the rebound. Tempo being pushed by the Huskies. They want the tempo up. Good transition D by the Utes. They really haven't allowed it. Davis, 3 in and out, and Wachowski brings it down.
And the tempo slows. And it's difficult, I think, for UW sometimes defensively that you kind of take a deep breath and just settle into your feet when you need to stay on your toes, not your entire foot.
No, you're right. Wachowski was open for just a moment. Little help down from Williams. She's double teamed, keeps working. Tried to draw the foul, can't get it, and here come the Huskies. Davis on the drive, good body control, and gets the layup.
So she's cruising down, and there's 3 defenders and just 2 offensive players. You're thinking maybe she might pull it. No, not Jazz Davis. She is going to find a way, all that strength in the lower body.
She is a strong guard. She is not afraid to take it inside.
Utah trying to run Osahar all over the place. Wear her out, make her play.
Tip and a takeaway by Williams. Hands up and in the passing lane. Quick shot from Plum, and it's good. We are tied up.
Stop and pop from Tacoma. Dialed in.
Plum shoots at 40% behind the arc.
Hampered by a knee. You'd never know it.
Yeah, she's playing through a lot of pain. Has the right knee braced up.
Wachowski wants it. She's nodding her head, showing a target, begging for it.
4 on the shot clock. Rodriguez knows it, takes the shot, in and out, and second effort down low though. Arquette can't get the shot. It's blocked by the Huskies.
Osahar and Walton, both fantastic shot blockers. You better think twice before going up inside.
Got to get the ball fakes going against this team. Williams blows by the D. Layup is good, and the first lead of the ball game for the Huskies.
Just that subtle little head and shoulder fake, and goodbye.
Wilson spotted up in the corner, no good. The rebound down to Osahar, and the Huskies pushing that tempo.
If the 3-point shot goes away, Utah's got to find other weapons.
The high-low into Williams. She's working hard, and she gets fouled. It's going to go against Nakia Arquette, and she will get free throws. Amina Williams working hard inside. So is Jazz Davis, the senior point guard. She's not afraid to take it in. She has 5 points and a 2-point lead. Number 5 seed Washington with just a 2-point lead over number 12 seed Utah. And we want to send it now to our 3rd member of our broadcast team, Jill Savage. And Jill, these Utes, they don't have a lot of depth. They've struggled with some injuries this year.
Absolutely. You guys mentioned just a couple of minutes ago that Beauclair and Fatuesi are getting a lot of minutes as freshmen. That's because this team has been decimated by injuries. They have 4 players that are out for the season. I talked with Coach Leveritz before the game. He said that when things are hard like this, it's so tough to stay positive, to keep yourselves going when times get tough, he said. But that's really when you learn the character, and you have Melina Nawahine out with back pain, everyone else out with ACL injuries. It's been a tough go for this Utah team, but despite that, they've still found ways to make this season a special one.
Oh, you're right, Jill. They have worked through some adversity, and big-time players sitting on the sidelines in street clothes, and it's just been tough.
And especially Emily Potter, the 6'5" sophomore out of Manitoba. They expected big things from her. Katie Kuklok, the transfer from Utah Valley, was going to be a starter as well. Great 3-point shooter, so they have very high expectations next season. This is a Utah program that is putting a great deal of money and effort into their basketball programs. Great success on the men's side with Larry Kristoviak. They're going to have a brand new practice facility that's going to be open in a couple of months, a new student-athlete center with dining and training room. It's a transformation going on in Utah as far as basketball is concerned, and this women's program will be part of that once they get healthy.
Oh, they absolutely will. They've been a great addition to the Pac-12 conference coming in back in 2012. And there you see Anthony Leveritz in his 5th season. He was an assistant for 3 years for the former head coach Elaine Elliott. He's taken over and incorporated his system, but he's been hit several years in a row now with some major injuries. And you see Plum to the free throw line.
Washington started the game 1 for 6, and like a pot on the stove when you have it on high heat. It will boil eventually. Since then, 5 for 7.
Washington's been on a 12-0 run the last 3:36. Utah started out shooting very well. They need to find the hot hands again. There's Paige Crozen, number 14 for the Utes, who's checked in. She missed 7 games earlier with the ankle. They were glad to get her back. They didn't get her back till late February, though. That shot by Wachowski, no good. Here comes Davis.
Katie Collier into the game. Beautiful pass from Osahor. And that's where she excels. Another area. We don't have a lot of great post players in the Pac-12 who are also great passers. She is one of them.
Osahor, great hands. Found Collier. The shot just off the mark for the redshirt sophomore. Wachowski, one-on-one. But some help down with Plum. You got to know where Wachowski is. You also have to know where Wilson is, because she has found the 3-ball tonight.
Big, big points.
Anthony Leveretz, the head coach for the Utes, told us we don't have a margin of error. We have to have our shooters scoring, those shots falling, and there's a great drive by Jazz Davis.
Wachowski's been quiet.
The help D has really caused her some problems inside. Rodriguez kicks it back out to Crozen, whose 3 is good.
She's for real. She has great range. Missing those 7 games was a huge loss for Utah.
Crozen redshirted last year due to a concussion, just could not work through that. Got her back this year. Ruiz on the drive, and she gets fouled. The Utes needing everybody to contribute, and they're getting production from their bench. Paige Crozen connecting on the 3. Her team down by 1. He's hanging on to a 1-point lead over Utah here in Game 4 of the first round of the Pac-12 Women's Basketball Tournament, presented by New York Life. And something that Utah has done for many years, Mary, they have gotten great production from some of the Canadian players.
They have, and boy, it's been the backbone of this program.
Taryn Wachowski, Paige Crozen, we mentioned Emily Potter, although she is out. And over the years, Kim Smith, one of the best out of Canada.
Let's give a shout out to British Columbia and Ruth Hamblin at Oregon State, as long as we're singing "Oh Canada."
Why not?
Emily Potter in the middle of your picture there.
Some fabulous Canadians. How about Shaylee Deanshaw from the Washington State Cougars?
The list goes on and on.
A lot of talent coming out of Canada, and for Utah, it's been very productive. Michelle Plouffe as well, the former Ute.
Digging deep with the knowledge, Krista.
I don't know where that came from, but I'm glad it popped out there. And that free throw just a little too much for Ruiz. Brianna Ruiz, a redshirt freshman out of Sacramento, redshirted last year with the knee injury.
They haven't needed a lot of scoring from her, but I know Mike Neighbors very excited about what she will continue to give this team rolling forward.
And you can see her confidence. She's not afraid to go in, not afraid to look for a shot. Beauclair, aggressive play, takes it in, gets fouled. It'll be ball to the Utes.
Utah within 2 of UW, and Taryn Wachowski has not scored.
Great sign for the Utes. That's the first personal against Kelsey Plum. Wachowski setting the screen. Fatu Essi's back in for Utah. Fairly big lineup for the Utes now.
To use that size against Washington.
Mina Williams all over Wachowski. The handoff to Crozen. She drives it in, and there's Plum. And a jump ball. Good defensive rotation for the Huskies, and it'll go to Washington.
Plum turned and gave that look like it's not a foul, and it was not a foul. All ball, show the ball. Kelsey Plum showing once again, just not a scorer.
Drives it in the lane, kicks it back out to Williams. That three is short. Rodriguez will pull it down.
Wachowski wants it against Amino inside.
High archer from Crozen. Another three ball for her.
Seeing a big area of improvement out of Wachowski, and that is passing out of the doubles and the triples. If you're going to see it and you can't score, you've got to find a way to find the open player and make the defense pay.
She gets so much attention, and she knows that she has figured it out, and she's a great passer down low or in the high post.
Utah averages 4 threes a game in conference play. They already have 5.
Another double team to Wachowski. She's able to work it back outside. Beauclair on the drive. Can't quite get the angle. Weak side board. Second effort by Fatuesi, but no good. Plum pushing the tempo. Nobody can stop her, but she can't hit the layup.
Wachowski just ran the floor, never could get defensive position, but tried to be an impediment to Plum as she sprinted down the floor with the ball. The kick out by Wachowski. Look at her survey the floor at 6'3", great range. And Paige Crozen from long range knocks it down.
She's perfect, 2 for 2 behind the arc. Anthony Leverett calls the timeout. His team may be looking a little bit winded as the Huskies have tried to kick up the tempo. They've been out running. Got a break on that last one. The layup no good.
It has been a tough week for Utah. They played the last game in conference play Sunday in Tucson. They did not get back to their apartments and dorms till after 2 a.m. on Sunday night. They left campus Tuesday at 3 p.m. Just not a lot of time to rest, get to class, get your laundry done, practice, and get ready for UW.
Yeah, I'm not sure that the laundry got done, Mary. We may not want to stand too close to the sideline over there. That is crazy quick turnaround for the Utes, but it's tournament time. This is why they're playing. They're bringing it.
Walton competing.
Wachowski found a little opening on the baseline, but there's that double team. Beauclair right into the hands of Fatuesi. Freshman to freshman. Does Beauclair get the assist?
I think so. Fatuesi, when she sets up on that weak side low, you are not going to move her. You got to get there soon.
Osahora back in for the Huskies. Plum calling for the high ball screen. The pull-up, and it's pretty.
Such a nice job of sizing up when the screens come and going opposite. Just watch the feet of the defense. Which way are they leaning?
Kelsey Plum, 6th in the nation in scoring. She's averaging 23 points per game. She was leading the nation for quite some time, dominating teams. That knee injuries caused her some problems, and a little too aggressive that time. Fatuesi called for the charge against Osahora.
Little drama involved there. Getting your money's worth. I always felt that way as a player. If you're going to get a charge, just get a charge.
Get it. Plum, enough space. Shot is short though, and Wachowski brings it down.